Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's JudiciousFire, and I am here with the new hero, Landwalker. It's been a busy month in Castle Clash, and Landwalker is Hero 2 this month. We have had Bloody Mary and also Landwalker released. So we've got one more hero to add to the compendium, and this hero has an ability that really we've not seen before. We've seen versions of it, but not all localized into one hero. He's an interesting hero to look at. I have him. Let's look at his skill ability first. Then I'll look at his build. This is what this man is able to do. He does damage to nearby heroes, up to 4 of them. He takes away their energy, 100 every second for a period of 5 seconds. That's one of the most dramatic energy reduction skills that we've seen in this game. He creates a zone around himself. It's a ring, a circumference, kind of the same size as Rosaline's proc. I measured it out between about 9-10 squares approximately of effect. We have an immobilization very much like a coma, stun, paralysis, etc. We have many different kinds of ways of expressing the fact that a hero is stuck in place and can't do anything. We have many heroes that are immune to these effects. It's described in the skill description. I think immobilization, now another synonym for getting stuck in place and not doing anything. I think now that's going to be something else that we add to the vocabulary. We're going to have heroes in the future that are going to be immune to immobilization. So it's basically like a freeze, coma, stun, paralysis sphere. It's going to happen every 7.7 seconds out of a second. So it works, stops, works again, stops, works again, stops. So almost every second, but with 3 little pauses in between because it happens over a period of 3 seconds. Cooldowns in this game, the cooldown and the skill activate simultaneously. Skill might last for 3 seconds. You've got a 6-second cooldown. So skill activates for 3 seconds. We pause and wait for 3 seconds. Everything starts over again. Always deduct the skill activation time from the cooldown. Okay, you're not waiting as long as you think you are. When the hero enters the battlefield, okay, this is part 2 of his novel of a skill description. This is very much like creation. When he enters the battlefield or is under attack, under duress, getting hit, he becomes a stronger, better version of himself. He gets a big attack boost, a big attack speed boost, and a damage reduction. Now, I will note this. Based on the experiments, and it's early, but based on my experiments, I'm just seeing that he's got a slow attack speed. He is prone to getting hit if you don't have him on the right team with some healers and some buffers, and especially debuffers. When he gets this bonus, it's really just taken him to like a normal level new hero of today. Okay, it doesn't make him like a super beast. He's very much like a Lady Leo in that sense. It's like one of the first innate talents for a hero built in was Lady Leo with a bulwark. And that bulwark, everybody's like, wow, it's going to make her really strong. She's going to be amazing. She'll be twice as strong as everybody else. It just made her as strong as everybody else. It just brought her up to normal. I think that's like his resting or equilibrium. That bonus right there. Now, here's what happens. When he gets damaged and he drops below 60% health, he's going to get another round of bonuses. Okay, now this is what turns him into Beast. It's going to be an attack bonus of 200% on top of everything else. Attack speed is 60. Another 60% damage reduction. Every 2 out of 2 seconds, it's always operating. And he's recovering 20% of his overall health every 2 seconds. His total health. And that's applied in combat. You can be in the millions of health in this game now. It's one of the most dramatic heals that we've seen. In terms of numbers, this is like on the level of a Rosaline. Even Spirit Mage at highest level, I think, is only generating 12% of his max health in terms of healing. This guy's at 20 every 2 seconds. So, in terms of his build, I went with the new talent. Often CC releases a talent at the same time as a hero, and they're kind of meant to be with one another. Mahatma and zealous drive, many different examples. I think that this is a great thing for him in the way that I've built him. It makes sense in my mind. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying it makes sense in my mind, and it makes him a better hero for how I'm going to use him. The silent cover, it's going to give him a 70% damage reduction, like Stone Skin. But it's not going to give him health, unlike Sacred Light. I think that this is a lesser talent than a Sacred Light. I think a Sacred Light is a much better talent. So many heroes are immune to silence, and at the same time, it's easy for your heroes to get killed these days. They need health and damage reduction. So just straight damage reduction isn't cutting it. Just straight health isn't cutting it. You need to have a balance of the two. So just pause for a second. Silent cover, silencing, damage reduction only, no health. Let's get to his traits. Okay, level 7 Holy Conviction. And look at his traits. All health. You take silent cover. Right? Okay, you take the silent cover that provides only damage reduction, but no health. And you build it on a hero that's got full stacked HP, thereby providing the 7/7 enchantment bonus, the whole shebang. Now all of a sudden I got a hero that's going up into when in combat and all of these things are functioning and we're getting these bonuses applied. He's in the high millions of health with a 70% damage reduction and 2 generating layers of further damage reduction when taking damage or when in combat, as well as 180% greater than his original 20 up into, he's going to be healing in probably 3 heals, right back up to full, if he was at his lowest end. So an amazing hero, when I think built like the tank he's supposed to be. And that's what he is. Let's take a look at him in combat. Let's take a look at what he does. I want to demonstrate a couple things super quick, and then we're on to some hero killing, hopefully. I put that in power on him. I wanted to show you. He's an auto proc hero, but it's not even killing troops. It's a useless auto proc. It's very much like a Mectessa auto proc, or a Skull Knight auto proc, or even a Rosaline auto proc, a Mahatma auto proc. They only will damage or do damage to those around them. And if the bad guys are already around your hero's already attacking anyway, because the bad guys are within the hero's attack radius. So the auto proc makes no sense. It would be much better to have damage reduction or a damage increase if you're using that hero as a base defender. So I'm going to go in here. I just wanted to demonstrate it is auto proc, but it's not really making any difference. Very auto proc like a Bloody Mary. Only going to hurt those around him, and if there's those around him, they're hurting him anyway. Let's go with a Sacred Light. Works just fine with the Flame Guard, no problem at all. It will increase the damage reduction capability. Let's go to... Let's just do some straight attacks. Just whoever comes up. All right, No Fail League. One of our top players here on iOS. Got all Breakthrough 30 heroes. I don't really know what's going to happen. Let's just give it a try. Okay, we're going to go Zeph, followed by Landwalker, followed by the rest of the gang. Now, I got Bloody Mary in here because I just got her today, and I'm super excited. I just did a Bloody Mary video. We are looking for a yellow circumference, a yellow ring. I'll just drop him and see what happens. All right, check him out. That yellow ring is doing no damage. It's not even going to hurt a building. It's just an animation, an illustration that there's a zone around him where heroes are going to get immobilized. Now look at Levanica. Look at Levanica's flapping wings. Okay? Levanica's flapping his wings. There's a brief pause in the wing flapping, in the degree of wing flapping. Thereby there I see he's kind of pausing, That was him being immobilized. Now he's back to heavy wing flapping again. Now he's kind of sitting there still, sort of hovering. Now back to heavy. Okay. So it's the way that they animate the different heroes. It's going to show more or less the hero being paralyzed, frozen. It's all synonymous, but a different effect for each one of them. Now we have immobilization. So we've got that immobilization going on with Lava and the team, and we bring in the rest of the gang. Look at what Bloody Mary's gonna do to Lavanica. Oh my gosh. And this is happening to anybody's Lavanica. It has nothing to do with this particular Lavanica. I'm talking about the effect of Bloody Mary on damage capped heroes. He's the big guy who holds the enemy while all the other specialists start beating on him or cutting him up or, whatever, or doing demolition, or doing some mind control. He's the guy who holds him. He's like the bouncer at the door of the bar, okay? We're getting beaten up pretty hard on this. Look at Bloody Mary staying in there. See, even if a hero dies, Serena's going to bring him back. That's really fantastic. She's a wonderful utility hero. I'm getting a new appreciation for Serena as well. Now that the trait system is all hooked up, I give her all dodge. It's amazing. She just never gets killed. She just keeps going through stage after stage. I want to do a quick one and show you that immobilization one more time, and then we're out. Let's go into 4-9er. And Insane 4-9 is going to give us a non-damage capped Centaur in the top. You can do whatever damage you can against him. And also it's a great way to test out your hero. Let's give our friend Landwalker. Now watch the Centaur. Total stoppage. He's not moving at all. Now he starts hitting again. I've also noticed, and I'm not saying that this is accurate, it's an observation, early observation. I've also noticed that the amount of the dramatic or slight effect of immobilization, I think it depends a lot on how well your heroes are upgraded or how well they're built and the attributes that they have. You can see that it totally froze this Centaur. But this Centaur is an automaton. It's just some computer-generated thug. It doesn't have attributes. It doesn't have 12,000 dodge and all this. So I found that immobilization against maybe like a Lavanica that's got really high dodge, you're lucky to get his wings to stop flapping for, a brief period of a second and get that whole immobilization thing going. So the lesser the attacker, the better your immobilization is going to be. I think very, very good hero perhaps to add in something like a Lonely Sea if you're taking damage. Really, though, Lonely Sea is about more doing damage. But adding one of these Landwalkers to the mix, it can certainly immobilize, 4 of those archdemons that you're currently fighting and do a really nice job of clearing shop. You can also see that there's no base damage, no hero damage from that giant circle that he creates. Nothing going on at all. It's just his own attack. It's just illustrating that immobilization is happening. So if you're interested in a good, strong tank up front that does something that's, interesting in the game, this immobilization, as well as some good damage, then Landwalker's your man. In terms of priority, and I'll wrap it up with this and then bid you farewell. In terms of priority, I would quite honestly put Landwalker at a low priority in terms of heroes that you need to get and heroes that you need to upgrade. You're seeing him at max level. I mean, even full traits and everything. And he's not nuking a base. He's not taking heroes out from across the board. He's not smashing through damage caps. He's not doing any of that kind of stuff. He's just a very, very kind of like basic idea of a hero. And that's what he's always going to be. So good, strong upfront tank, great on a Lost Battlefield team or something like that, Fortress Feud team, real nice front row attacker. But beyond that, you're just going to get, I think, currently in the game, that kind of utility from him. Maybe they make immobilization a huge part of an upcoming game mode. I don't know. But until that happens, I'm probably going to be sticking with my normal Lonely C team. And I'm going to probably be sticking with my normal attack team. I had to really think about who I was going to give up in order to bring Landwalker in for this video. And I ended up taking out Walla Walla. Ouch. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so thanks everybody. I appreciate you tuning in. I'll check you later. All right, bye-bye.